Hello, it's William here. So if you're new here, welcome to my channel. This channel is all about app development, about game development, about incorporation of artificial intelligence, AR, VR, and you're watching a series of video about OS development tutorial. This is a like series of intro video, and in this video, I'm going to show you guys a new way of using animation to add animation to this component. Okay, so previously we used the with animation, and so if you haven't seen that, please go back to my previous video so you can check it out. And this is just one way of using the latest animation, and of course you can just use the animation to do that. And I think we are going to discuss with you guys about animation. I think I might as well just build a new project for animation. Okay, so let's create an app, and let's call it app animation demo, and Swift UI. Yeah, nothing too fancy, just like this. And let's a new folder for animation intro. Just a quick intro of the animation. I think I might just put it here. Yeah, sorry, I think I created the wrong folder. I should create it here for animation intro. Okay, so let's create it here, and of course you can add it, you can delete it, doesn't really matter. Okay, so in order to do the animation, we need a sort of a control mechanism, so we can actually show the animation. So I'm going to delete this text as well as the image, and add the custom design yourself. So V stack, so vertical stack, and above here, or maybe down below here, will be the control key, and above will be the places that can act according to this button. So I'm going to adding a maybe a yeah, I think I might add a Z stack here, because I can add more components here. Okay, so this will be a Z stack, and then below the Z stack will be just a horizontal stack. So we got two stack here. So Z stack and horizontal stack. And inside the horizontal stack, we got two buttons that I can interact with. So I can say, yeah, maybe toggle, maybe X axis and Y axis. So yeah, X and Y. Okay, so this will trigger the animation of the X axis, and then I'm going to say a animation state. I'm going to toggle it. So in order to toggle the animation state, I'm going to add a state variable here. So states, and adding a animation state, and let me use a 1 here, because the states just be a boolean, and let's default it to false, and command D to duplicate it, and animation state 2 just for another button, and yeah, X any and Y any. I think that's pretty good. So animation state 1, once you got it, and you can say toggle, because it's a true and false. So you can toggle it, and button, and there will be a Y animation, and I'm going to get this animation state 2, and of course you can toggle. Yeah, so basically you got two buttons, and you can toggle it, and of course you can add a background, you can add transparency. Let's add a little background, color, and dot gray. Okay, and maybe adding a corner radius of yeah, a little bit of corner radius just to make it a little rounded. I think gray is not good. Maybe just dots and choose a yellow. Yeah, you got the idea. Just got to bottom. So you can just press it, and yeah, then of course you can add a maybe add a spacer, so it got much more separated. Okay, and yeah, we got. Let's add more text here. Play X animation. Play X animation of X, and then play animation of Y, just to give you a little content. Okay, so we got two buttons that you can click and play all the animation. You can add a little bit of padding. Of I don't know, 10. Yeah, I don't think this. And I think I can got a frame here, just to add to make it a little bit wider. Width, that's definitely too much. Maybe 200. And we can say height of maybe 100. And let's wait it out. Okay, so maybe 200. Huh. Pretty weird. Yeah, let's add more modifier to it, because I think the font is a little bit small as well. So I'm going to use title. Yeah, that's definitely bigger. Maybe title 2. Don't want it too big. Yeah, good. And the height, maybe not too much. 100. And we got this background color. Let's add a background color of red, and let's got the foreground color of. So this would be a text color, maybe just a white text color. Okay, so yeah, and of course, once you're satisfied with the setting, you can replace it here, and you got two buttons that you can play around, and you can add padding. Definitely, this would be need padding. Okay, so padding here, and of course you can add the edge stacks padding as a default padding. So you got all sort of padding. Yeah, this two padding is not necessary because we got splicer in between. Maybe just 10 and 10. Just yeah. Yeah, just delete the padding because doesn't seem to be needed. Yeah, so we got two bottom here that we can play around, and once you got this button, and of course every time you click it, you can change the animated states, and yeah. Sorry, I made a mistake. I should have set the frame at beginning and then change the background foreground color in order to change it. That's the reason why I did not apply the changes. So let's do that, quickly do that again, just to make sure it does work this time. And I think the padding also work when I add it here, or yeah, bottom and these two bottom edge stacks. Okay, so yeah, let's just forget about padding. Change the corner radius to 50, making much more rounded. And yeah, and yeah, once you're satisfied with it, update it here. So I get 2. Okay, so let's just use this too. Okay, can I add spacer to here, and maybe here. Strange. I don't like to add padding to left and right. Okay, I think I solved the problem. That is, I got the width too much. So the 2 is adding together, though, just a bit too much, and they got a conflict. So even though I add padding, they can't show it. The solution may be just to decrease the size of the title, and yeah, and decrease the play any, just to decrease the content. So that will be good enough. So you can see if you add paddings, you can actually show that we got paddings, and the bottom and this padding will be edge stacks padding, and of course you can add padding here, and you can even add say let's get rid of this spacer. You can even get the so you got this padding, you can see you got move to the center a little bit, and let's just get rid of the spacer, see whether it's shown naturally. Okay, and of course you can use paddings to control it, so you can add a padding. So just to use the automatic padding here and here. Okay, so you just get it nicely displaced, and of course you can add a say the horizontal padding. Yeah, so you just specify is the horizontal padding that you want. Okay, yeah, enough about that. It's not what we are really focusing in this video. What we need to do is to find this animation and how to control it. So yeah, let's go back to it. The D stack will be the animation that we want to carry out, and let's use a big rectangle to do that. So rectangle, because remember it's a Z stack, so you can stack above things. So let me use the rectangle to draw a big rectangle as a background, and yeah, so maybe I'm going to add different frame on that rectangle, just to show different like a cube or like a square, plus more parameters. Okay, so let me generate a pretty small like a frame, maybe 50 and 50 height and 50. So I got a really small frame, and remember you can add multiple frame to it. So you got one frame like this, and now you can get a much bigger frame. So you can say the max width, yeah, using this to infinity, and yeah, and you can say the let me add a background a little bit. Dot background, and we can say these backgrounds will be we use gray area. Okay, so we got this frame that is a gray background, and you can use this as a cube that can move left and right. So in order to change the left and right, you can add I think the alignment of this specific frame, and alignments would be let's move it to the left side, so leading, and yeah, so you just go to the left side, and of course if you choose trailing, just go to the right side. Okay, so yeah, and so you can switch from the left side and right side by change the animation state. So let's do that. So yeah, in order to change it, let me just use this X, because animation X will be the play any of X. So I'm going to copy this state, and I'm going to change the alignment according to the state, and if it's not changed, I'm going to use this leading, and if it's changed, then it's trailing. And yeah, so let's run it. Hopefully you can run it first time and be a success. Where's my phone? Yeah, I think they open a completely new phone here, and we don't need it. Sorry. Well, let's change this phone to what we already have. This will be much quicker, much quicker, right? Here. So let's do the play any of X. Okay, so if you click it, it will just switch to the leading and trailing. But right now we don't have any of the animation, and so what I'm going to do is to find out the places that we'd like to refresh it using animation. So we'll double click, we go to the end of this edge stack, and we can add animation. And then you can pass in the animation dots, say linear. Okay, and of course you can use dots and search all sort of animation, and was deprecated. So we need to use with animation, or yeah, something like this. With animation, we already discussed that in previous video, and of course in this video I'm going to use the demonstration of animation. So yeah, I think let's go back here. It was deprecated. Yeah, so since it's deprecated, oh, it's a linear, so we have to say a duration or something like that. Duration of say 3 seconds. Now let's try this. And of course, it's just some bad demonstration. We need to we needed to yeah, redo that with another animation. Alright, sorry about it. The reason that the previous animation does not work is that I placed it wrong. Places. I place it at here, which is the edge stack, but we're supposed to put it at the V stack. So once I add in here and run that, and you guys can see it actually got it animation working. So place the any of x. Yeah, so you can actually get the animation working. Okay, so basically the animation just a smooth transition between these two, and of course you can use the not so smooth transition, say the bouncy, easy in and out, just like a PPT. Yeah, you can always play around with this. Okay, so you got a little bouncy effect. If you decrease the duration or use the default bouncy, you can get better results than your customization, unless you want to achieve a specific thing. Okay, so yeah, but that's not how it should be done. Using the recent iOS, just 17, because it was separated in this. That's because if you got multiple animation working, you're going to make everything inside of this container to follow the specific animation. So everything inside will be bouncy. But what if you don't want it to be bouncy? So yeah, let's just not X, Y. Let's just use Control 1 to just to make thing even quicker. So we got two control, and one is something like this, and let's add another rectangle, and this is the stack. Okay, so let's yeah, I think I can got to the stack. So just save the guys a little bit of time, because this is just a horizontal stack, and we use the animation 2 for that, and look at the expect declaration. Expect declaration. Yeah, so I think I might just mistakenly yeah, done something, but don't you worry about it. Okay, so okay, and the stack. Okay, and just copy and paste this T stack. See whether we got error. Perfect. We don't have any error. And let's change the color of this to say cyan. Okay, so we got two animation. Okay, so this would be say another like orange or yellow. Okay, so two animation, and there will be an animation 2. Yeah, I changed my mind. Yeah, and let's do that again. So yeah, I think I need to switch that. Play animation 2. Sorry, it's 2 toggle rather than that, rather than 1. So you can control this separately. Yeah, good. So basically, if you use the old animation modifier and using, say, bouncy, everything inside will be bouncy. This two square will be bouncy. Say if you like it to be say easy in or out, something like that, it will just all be easy in or out. So that's not convenient, and it can resolve a lot of bug. because everything is so uniform, and it might cause some conflict. So the new way of doing this is instead of using out just one argument, you can pass multiple arguments. So let's do that. So in order to control the animation individually, you can do something like this. So the newer way of doing it should be, say, dots, and say I'd like the first one to be bouncy. But in order to separate that, I'm going to add in a value identifier. I'll be value, and then should be a value. Right now you can't find V in scope, so I'm going to get this animation state value as a identifier. So this will change the animation of the first one, and of course you can use this to change the second animation, and say that will be a snappy. Okay, so bouncing and snappy. Let's run the simulator and see the results. So this will be bouncy, will be snappy, bouncy. You can see the end animation will be a little bouncy. Snappy, we're just gonna snap it here. But I think it's a little bit weird. So let's add in bouncy, and adding a duration of 3 seconds, so it's really bouncy. And spring, I'm going to add the just to add this to default, so you can see the bigger difference. So really slow bouncy, and spring will be pretty quick. Really slow bouncy, spring quick. Right, so yeah, in this way you can change and control animation individually, and of course if you add more state variable, you can you can generate a lot of yeah, like the rectangle frame, like there's a little square moving on this track. Okay, so yeah.